Hello everybody, my name is Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be showing you where the Xur is and his inventory for September 20th, 2019. You can find him in his regular location on the EDZ. Just go ahead, head over to the Winding Cove, make your way up here on top of this mountain, and you can find him over here in his regular location where he is every time he is in the EDZ. Here's a high overview of everything he has in his inventory in case that's all that you cared about. Moving on, let's go ahead and take a closer look at all the things that he has on offer. First and foremost, his weapon is going to be the Colony. It's a very special grenade launcher. Firstly, insectoid robot grenades. This weapon grenades are insectoid robots that chase targets down and explode when close to them. If you haven't seen this already, it is literally exactly that. You shoot a grenade and the grenade literally runs at the enemies, up walls, on ceilings, and it's actually really fun to use. Next up, serve the Colony. Basically, autoloader automatically loads from the reserves into the magazine while the Colony is unequipped. As far as uses, this is a weapon that's decent in Crucible. However, it's been used so frequently that a lot of people know how to combat it, know how to jump away from it, or are not as afraid of it anymore. But in PvE, it's really not good at all. Moving on, for the first armor exotic, we have the Hunter exotic Orpheus rig, probably one of the best exotics for hunters in the entire game. Probably one of the best exotics in general, just because the super is so very useful. Basically, you get super back from hitting enemies or tethering enemies with the Way of the Trapper, and you also get more shots in Mobius Quiver. Mobius Quiver is actually going to be getting a big buff in the upcoming Shout to Keep update, so keep that in mind when it comes to Orpheus rigs. As far as the role goes, you do have Special Ammo Finder, which is the best thing you can have in third column, and then the second column here, you do have Kinetic Dexterity. Outside of that, it's just going to be up to you. So definitely, I would say an above average role for an extremely above average exotic. Moving on, we have the Warlock exotics known as Karnstein Armlets. Basically, melee kills instantly restore a large amount of your health and continue to restore health for a short duration. That's 8 seconds, by the way. Your health will continually go up at the standard increased recovery rate for 8 seconds regardless if you're taking damage. Something that's actually a lot more powerful than people are giving it credit for, and I think this is a bit of an underrated exotic. As far as the roles go, you have things like Fusion Rifle Scavenger, might be really nice for some PvP stuff. You have Special Ammo Finder, which is okay to have, although usually you want to go for the Special Heavy Scavenger on the arm pieces. And the middle column, you have Enhanced Grenade Launcher Reloader, Light Arms Reloader, which is a good overall perk. So overall, I would say this is one of those ones that above average role for an exotic that's underrated, and I would say is average to above average. And then lastly, the Titan exotic, which obviously looks so very massive on a female model, Ashen Wake. Probably one of the worst exotics in the game because it basically gives the fusion grenades exploding on impact and increased throw speed. It's basically like fastball. I thought that might have been fastball. It's basically fastball and instant explosions. Now, the issue with this is that fusion grenades don't one-shot in the Crucible, and fusion grenades are not really useful in PvE, so there's really not much use for this except for maybe perhaps Mayhem, where you can throw a lot more grenades, but in Mayhem, usually you want something that helps with your super, because the super are the things that reign supreme in Mayhem. As far as the role goes, Impact Induction is really nice, good synergy with the actual perk. Special Ammo Finder, Rocket Scavenger are good things to have it, so above average roll on a very below average exotic. Outside of that, make sure you're picking up your 5 of Swords if you want to get higher scoring Nightfalls as well as EV0 Nightfalls. If you still have them, make sure you're completing your Invitation of the Nine for powerful gear, more lore stuff, and the following Friday that the Xur comes around, you can get your next one. And then lastly, the Faded Engram, guaranteed to give you an exotic from Forsaken and before that you do not have. And that's going to be the end of the Xur. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you have any questions, concerns, I'm gonna kill this guy. If you have any questions, almost the one. That is, wow, okay, hold on a second. That is dissatisfyingly low amount of health. Like, it's disgusting how close it was to killing him. But that's it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions. But yeah, my name has been Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next